As South Sudanese mark their 8th Independence Day, the head of the UNMISS in South Sudan is calling on the opposition and government leaders to put aside their differences and work for peace in South Sudan. The U.S. ambassador to South Sudan says the signing of last year's peace deal is just the first step towards finding a solution to the crisis in South Sudan. Winnie Chirino has the story for VOA from Juba.
David Shearer, the special representative of the UN Secretary-General in South Sudan, says the 8th anniversary is an opportunity to remember the immense suffering of South Sudan citizens caused by war which led to independence.
Sadly, independence did not end that suffering which continued throughout the conflict that followed. However, we should recognise the positive impact the peace agreement has had over the past few months.
Shearer says thousands of people are alive today because of the decline in political violence, noting scores of families are now returning home to rebuild their lives. The UNMISS boss says humanitarian agencies are reaching more communities in need, which he calls a positive sign of implementing the peace agreement. But Shearer says there are still some key issues that remain unresolved, and he called on the leaders of the former warring parties to meet face-to-face to build trust and confidence among South Sudanese.
South Sudan earned its right to sovereignty on this day 8 years ago. But this hard-won sovereignty comes with the obligation of responsibility to South Sudan's citizens. Leaders need to put aside their personal interests and use the country's resources in the best interests of their people. The message from the citizens of South Sudan on this very special day is clear. Give us the peace and prosperity we fought for and deserve.
Thomas Hushek, the U.S. ambassador to South Sudan, says the signing of the peace deal and efforts to maintain the ceasefire are remarkable, but more lies ahead.
These are only the first steps towards the much bigger aspirations of the South Sudanese people and the much bigger hopes we as South Sudan's friends have for the country. On behalf of the U.S. Embassy, I extend our best wishes for the people of South Sudan on the occasion of the 8th anniversary of independence.
24-year-old Mabe Bismarck, who opened his clothes shop this morning at Jebel Market like any other day, says he's not that enthusiastic about this year's independence anniversary because, unlike in years past, people did not gather at Dr. John Garang Mausoleum to celebrate.
I'm not excited because the independence is not there. No people in in the place where normally we've been there, but that's why you just see me just said anyhow like that. I'm not totally happy.
28-year-old Juba resident Agith Gabriel says he doesn't understand why the government didn't organize celebrations for this year's independence.
Today, independent, actually, we are not feeling excited because we are not celebrating it. But during those days, before crisis, we were having a celebration.
Several South Sudanese commenting on social media today also wondered why the government did not organize official celebrations for the 8th independence anniversary. For VOA News, I am Winnie Chirino in Juba.